Liverpool progressed into the fifth round of the FA Cup as they beat Southampton 3-0 at Anfield. In today's video, as always, we'll discuss the 5 major talking points from the game, whilst also rounding up all the latest Liverpool news for the last 24 hours. That includes today's headline. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Liverpool progressed beyond Southampton in the FA Cup, meaning they will face Manchester United in the quarter-final after the draw was made on Wednesday evening. The Reds faced championship opposition in the fifth round just 3 days after lifting their first domestic trophy on offer this season, winning 3-0 to keep their quadruple hopes alive. As we stated, we will go over the 5 major talking points a bit later on. But when is the quarter-final? Liverpool will play at Old Trafford with the tie scheduled to take place over the weekend of March 16th and March 17th. The quarter-final clash means the Premier League meeting with Everton has been postponed to a later date, which is not a bad thing for Klopp and co considering the injury list. The Cup tie is to be a final game before the March international break and follows the second leg of the Europa League last 16 tie against Sparta Prague. The 23-24 FA Cup schedule is as follows: quarter-finals on March 16th-17th, semi-finals April 20th-21st, and then the final on Saturday, May 25th. In other news, Liverpool Academy director has claimed that the Reds currently have around £300 million worth of academy talent within their ranks. The Premier League leaders have been challenging strongly on all fronts this term, and some of their academy products are to be thanked, especially over the last 3 games, as they've aided Jurgen Klopp the depth that he's needed. The likes of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Curtis Jones, Kelleher, Jarell Quansah and Conor Bradley have established themselves as key players for the senior squad in recent seasons, and 6 former or current academy players aged 21 or under featured in the match versus Luton, the Cup final, and the FA Cup 5th round against Southampton. Bobby Clark, Jayden Danns, James McConnell all came on to join Bradley, Quansah and Kelleher on the pitch, and Inglethorpe believes no value can be put on having academy products step up to the first team. This is what he said. There is always a lot of understandable emphasis on the number of appearances by academy players, but from a purely business perspective, no one talks about the spending. There are some academies spending £40 million per year. We are nearer £13 million. If you think of £130 million over 10 years, what is the return on that investment? We have sold about £160 million worth of academy talent. We've been studying it and estimate there is around £300 million of academy talent in this building. That can fluctuate, of course, but if you look at Jarell Quansah, he is our 4th choice centre-back this season. He ensured the club did not have to sign another centre-back last summer. And what value do you put on that? A Premier League squad is between £15 to £25 million, and the average Premier League wage is £60,000 per week. So if you have 3 academy boys on the bench, it could save you somewhere in the region of £70 million per year. Liverpool have had some serious talents emerge from their academy recently, and Inglethorpe will be hoping more can be produced in the coming years. There are a few Premier League clubs that can boast of having 6 former or current academy players aged 21 or under on the pitch for a league game, and while not all of their academy players will make the grade, the Reds know they can make some serious profit anytime they cash in on them. Given that selling academy products represents pure profit in financial fair play terms, Liverpool have nothing to worry about when it comes to keeping in line with profit and sustainability rules, and their academy talent could be worth £500 million over the next few years at this rate. As stated at the start of the video, Liverpool did beat Southampton 3-0 at Anfield, and in this part of the video, we'll go over the 5 major talking points from the game. Youth wins the day again. Another mixture of under-21s, under-18s and first-teamers, another unbelievable win. Lewis Kumas took a while to settle into the pace of the game, but once he did, he had the confidence to get the shot off, which opened the scoring for Liverpool. As was the case in the Carabao Cup final, these young players visibly grew into the game as the minutes passed. It was Bobby Clark's effort that led to the corner from which Virgil van Dijk scored on Sunday, and against Southampton, goals from Kumas and Jayden Danns helped Liverpool progress to the quarter-finals of another cup competition. Kumas played in Cody Gakpo shortly after his goal too, for a chance the Dutchman should have done better with. If Harvey Elliott had gambled and made a run to the far post, he might have had a tap-in. Entered Danns, replacing Kumas just after the hour mark, lifting a shot over Joe Lumley, like a seasoned international from Elliott's nice pass to make it 2 and secure the win. Then enter Trey Nyoni, just 16 years old and wearing the number 98 shirt, to help Liverpool see the game out as Danns added another goal for good measure. Unbelievable stuff. The shape remains the same. Though many of the names may be unfamiliar, the Liverpool formation was one most often during Klopp's tenure. The numerous academy players filled the various roles, but perhaps the most unusual was to see Joe Gomez playing the deep-lying midfield role. Klopp could have used Bradley on the right wing, as was the case for a lot of the Carabao Cup final, McConnell deeper in the midfield and Gomez at right back, but chose to make the big positional change for Gomez. Though Gomez did sometimes drop between the centre-backs in possession, this was not a back three, and the versatile defender was now doing a job in the number 6 role. Still no goal amid the constant cries from the stands to shoot, but another string to his bow as he improved in the role as the game went on. Strength and football knowledge and depth. Liverpool winning these games shouldn't be underestimated. To emerge with victories given the number of changes, positional switches, young players, and unfamiliar partnerships is a massive achievement. Injuries have forced Klopp's hand. He was without 13 first-team players here, but if it were a choice, this would be a rotation of the rotation players. It's a testament to the mentality throughout the club and the wide understanding of what Klopp wants from his players once they arrive into the first team. This is why these under-21 players have been able to hit the ground running in recent games and in important must-win games at that. And, as Klopp said in his programme notes, the first teamers around the dressing room and in the team help make it a perfect environment in which these players can shine. Any first teamers versus Forest. At this moment in time, first teamer is difficult to define, but some more familiar senior faces could be back in action. It will be nice to see them provide some competition for these teenagers. There are only 2 full days break for the players between now and next game against Forest. Klopp will hope that 1, 2 or 3 of Mohamed Salah, Darwin Núñez, Wataru Endo and Dominic Szoboszlai are back in contention. He also has a few who played against Southampton to choose from, such as Gakpo, Gomez, Tsimikas and Elliott, while Van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate played 45 minutes each, so could start together again against Forest. Kelleher was excellent again too, and looks to be growing more assured with more game time. Even the younger players were starting to look leggy, though, and it would be a big ask even for someone like Connor Bradley to play some high-intensity games back-to-back in such a short space of time. There should be some returning players to help Klopp rotate his highly rotatable team. Ball assistants next up to parade the cup. It was another nice touch from the club that looks to involve everyone. Shortly before kickoff at each game, the ball boys and girls take their places around the edge of the pitch, and this time they emerged with the Carabao Cup trophy. They each took turns to lift the trophy in the front of the fans before taking their positions in the game. A couple of them did their best Jordan Henderson trophy lift impressions, much to the delight of the fans. Maybe 1 or 2 of these will be one of the Liverpool first team soon, and the way things are going with the club valuing its effective youth pathway, it could be sooner rather than later. Liverpool fans, what are your thoughts of us progressing to the next round of the FA Cup? And do you see us going all of the way? Yes or no? Let me know down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Take care.